Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia. Now, when we left off, I was just about to go shopping for a little bit of food before we headed back to Tyr. Now, I have made a brief stopover at Wurcheg just to, I suppose, recuperate some of our losses that we had in some previous fights. And as you can see, Arkane is not necessarily the most happy with his HP levels at the moment, but I felt that it was rather important that we take Tyr, as that is one of the biggest towns that the Nords currently own. And now what they have actually done in the interim is declare peace with us quite a few times, and I have declined every single time because I thought, well, if they decide to make peace with us while we are on camera, then maybe we will accept. But yes, as we are off camera, I was not really wanting to make any sort of resolution with them. So, as you can see here, we have Jarl Nadar and Jarl Harold. They are both running off into oblivion, perhaps. Maybe we can hope that that will be the case, but yes, while I was passing through here, I noticed that King Ragnar was moving this way, so I'm hoping that he's going to continue this way and completely ignore the fact that we are over here. Now, we do have one Jarl in the garrison at Tyr, Jarl Fern, and we are going to be taking the fight to him. So, as you can see, we do have a couple of mages that we'll have to deal with. Actually, wow, they have quite a few. 19 mercenary mages, 17 lesser mages, 8 veterans, and 1 greater mage, but I think we should be okay. We have 29 greater mercenary mages, a couple of bandits, some liches, and some shadow wizards, of course. And then, of course, if that fails, we do have the elven units that are able to use their bows to greatest effect, so I suppose we will be heading into Tyr, and we will be assembling the ladders. Wow, really? Okay, I was not expecting that they were going to be ladders. I was just about to say, unfortunately, we don't have enough in engineering to be able to build a siege tower very fast, but it appears that the undead gods have smiled upon us, I suppose, and we will only take 9 hours to build these ladders. Now, let us just hope that King Ragnar does not decide to turn up. Now, I'm not entirely sure why I have a Nord warrior in my party. I'm pretty sure I sorted out all of the Nords, and I hopefully disbanded them into our garrison at Wurcheg, but it appears that that was not the case. Very strange indeed. Well, nevertheless, we have lost one, but I suppose that will be okay if we require the space for the summoned skeletons or zombies that we will hopefully acquire after this is all said and done. So, let us now lead our soldiers in an assault. Oh no, this is not a good place to start. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, we will soon see, won't we? Okay, Ymira's. Yes, all of my companions get absolutely massacred as soon as we enter here, but that is of course due to the fact that they don't have a very great amount of magic defense, although we just lost, wow, one of our shadow wizards, 2 of our shadow wizards, due to Nord archers. That is terrible. Well, nevertheless, I have my lightning bolt, and I will attempt to take out some of them in retaliation. Yes, there we are. We took out a couple of lesser mercenary mages, and, oh, there's some archers. Come on, Arkane. You must be able to... Oh, no, don't get shot in the face. That is not what we want right here. Yes, there we are, taking them down. Not bad. There is a mage there. Hopefully we'll be able to take him out before he is able to... Ah. Okay. Well. Yes. That is very strange indeed. They seem to always aim for the head. That is exactly why we are definitely going to need some of that advanced armor that one of you mentioned in the comments can drop from a variety of different sources. Now, I will be attempting to try and find some of these parties. Usually, as you said, they are a part of undead hordes, and I'm hopefully going to be able to find some of those in the interim once we have taken Tyr, and perhaps Sargoth as well. I will be hoping to get either of those. Of course, Tyr is the one that is most probable at the moment. Of course, I am not necessarily looking too pleased at the moment in terms of our camera control, but also because of the amount of greater mercenary mages we are losing due to the Nord archers. Wow, who knew Nord archers were this good? I did not, so yeah. It appears that maybe we want to retreat, and no, I don't really want to retreat, you see, because if we retreat, then it gives King Ragnar a chance to actually appear. 84 units remaining, and we only have 32. I'm actually going to retreat. I know that sounds very strange indeed, but I am going to retreat, and we are going to wait until tomorrow. But that is not necessarily too good, because if we take a look at our party screen... Oh no, we cannot look at the party screen. I have tried pressing P here, because one of you told me that you can press P to take a look at your party, but unfortunately that is not working at this time, so it appears that I will have to take my chances with waiting until tomorrow, and we will see what happens. Of course, here is another peace offering by the Nords, and I'm not entirely pleased with accepting that at the moment, because as you know, Tyr is incredibly close to being taken by us, and it would be wonderful if we could pull this off beforehand. Now, the one thing that I must just mention, that many of you stated quite a while ago, is the fact that the Dalthusum Empire is incredibly strong, and there's probably going to be a showdown between our faction and the Dalthusum Empire itself. Now, that is probably something I'm going to agree with now, because it appears that many of the weaker factions of vassals are defecting to the Dalthusum Empire and making it even stronger by the day. So I'm hoping that maybe that will change as the time goes on, but you never know, and yes, I suppose that is probably why you guys were all saying that the Dalthusum Empire is going to be incredibly strong. So let us try to survive a little bit longer than previously, so let us get our mages in a good place. Oh no. And our cavalry. Okay, please don't shoot me, fellows. Yes, there we are. Okay, lightning bolt, thank you. And let's take out those archers. Yes, there we are. And a veteran mercenary mage we took out. Good. Very nice. Now let's take out some of these guys. Yes, there we are. Very nice. Come on. We just need to take this as quickly as possible, because I don't know if you saw, but while we were building the ladders, King Ragnar has actually appeared in the vicinity. So I am not entirely pleased with that, that is for sure. And I'm not entirely sure why I'm going ever closer to the enemy's archers. That's probably not a good idea. But yes, there we are. Nevertheless, that appears to be a victory. And by the way, I did gain some dwarven paragons from my garrison at Werchegg. I had actually just remembered that we had some of those. So I thought to myself, oh well, let's take them, why not? We may as well use them. And there's 2 renown and 18 morale. Very nice indeed. Now, we do have the ability to take this guy prisoner. I'm pretty sure... Should we? He did only have 55 units. I will take him. Why not? We are an evil necromancer, after all. We definitely want to instill fear in our opponents, I suppose. That's probably the best way to describe it. And should we go for some elves? I think we probably should. Let's go for some elven fighters as well. Now, what else do we want? We want dwarves, even though we are at war with them, apparently. But yes, we do want to have them, and yes, it's actually quite strange. We have not suffered any morale penalties for having dwarven units in our army, so that's actually pretty cool. And apart from that, do we want anything else? I suppose we'll just take some greater mercenary mages to replenish the ones that we lost. And there we are. Let's take one of these, and then we'll have one space for the huge amounts of zombies and so forth that we may gain at the end of this, I hope. Of course, we did retreat, so we're probably not going to be gaining a great amount, but I think it should be enough. I will have Tyr for myself. There we are, that sounds good. And now we will move and gain 24 zombies only. Ouch, yes, we probably should have let our forces fight against the 80 enemies that we had previously, maybe. It may have been a worthwhile venture right there. Oh well, that is fine. I will be placing, however, most of the elven units in this garrison here, because I really do think that we're going to have a couple of issues taking Sargoth, and it would be nice to be able to at least have this and hold it. But, of course, that all depends on what King Ragnar is going to decide. So, let us, as soon as we can... Yes, I think everyone is done. That is good. Okay. Now, we are going to be speaking to Ymira in just a moment, but before we do that, he has 248. Well, we've actually taken him on before, and completely obliterated his army, so I'm pretty sure we should be okay. But, of course, that all depends on a variety of factors, so let us hope that we'll be able to do something relatively good in this case. And seeing as Ymira is our medic, I think I'm going to be increasing her intelligence. Get some more wound treatment and some more first aid. I would like to be able to rejuvenate our forces a lot faster than they currently are being rejuvenated. So yes, that will be my thinking for now, and I think next level we're probably going to go for some strength, hopefully get her a little bit more HP, and of course magic defense. She has 0 in magic defense, so yes, we probably need her to do a little bit of that as well. So yes, that's fine, and now we will be heading into the town to rest up and hope that King Ragnar does not decide to... yes, well, it is his funeral, as they say. We're probably going to be destroying his morale, and we have just gained a rather substantial amount of money as well. 9,500. Very nice indeed. Oh my, wow. They're actually throwing a lot of units at tier at the moment, which is probably not a good idea in my opinion at least. And they continue to offer us peace agreements, as you can see. Now, I will be accepting a peace agreement as soon as we have taken Sargoth, or at least as soon as we have... yeah, I think taken Sargoth, and maybe Kurin Castle as well. I would like to be able to take both of those so that we can consolidate our territory around here. And oh my goodness, look! A band of unholy knights! One of you told me that I believe a band of unholy knights is something that we can gain amazing magical armor from. So hopefully I'll be able to locate them, and then we'll be able to potentially be awarded or at least acquire the armor that they wear. So, that will be something to do in the interim for myself, and here we are. We have 163 troops fit for battle against the enemy's 486. Oh my. How quick are they going to die? I'm taking your bets right here. Oh yes. Oh no. Let's not be a little too overconfident, shall we? Let's just make sure that... oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my... yeah. Okay, well, they're not dwarves, that's for sure. They get absolutely massacred almost immediately right there. We just need to be a little bit more cautious with them coming up the ladder, because as you can see, this shadow wizard is being very, very audacious, I suppose you could say. Come on, take him out. Oh no, he actually had a javelin shot into his face. My goodness. Okay, well, I do not have anything else to use here, so I suppose we will use Charm Person. And oh no, he is completely destroying us, that Nordhuskar. But at least I was able to charm him. Oh my goodness, that scream. Terrifying scream right there. That is not me, I believe that is one of our Lich units using his spell. Oh no, I have no more mana. Okay, here we are. We're going to use our Vorpal Blade to the best effect. Oh, apparently not. Okay, I think we might want to retreat, actually. Do we? I don't really want to be honest, but we are going to be losing a couple more units than we really want to. And that's probably not going to be a good idea. Oh no. Come on, take him out. Yes, there we are. Oh my goodness, okay, as long as I can stop these fellows from entering, we should be okay. Although they are ignoring me, which is a little puzzling, I must admit. There's a Vorpal Strike, very nice. 315 damage from a Vorpal Strike. That is impressive, to say the least. Come on, deal the damage. Come on, Arkane. Yes, there we are. Alethera has advanced to level 8, which is wonderful, because, of course, our companions do need to level up to get their magic defense ranked up. And, of course, to hopefully make sure that they are a little bit more powerful than they are now. Go. Oh my. Yes. Okay. Well, that was about time, I suppose, that we got taken out there. I am probably going to be retreating. We've taken out 395 of them so far, and I'm hoping that we don't need to retreat just yet. Do we? No. I'm going to tell our infantry to charge. Where is the charge order here? There it is. Go! Go, infantry. Reinforcements have arrived. Wonderful. Okay, I really didn't want to retreat because, as you know, when we took Tyr, I retreated and we had a rather severe deficit in terms of gaining zombie or, indeed, skeleton, maybe even shadow units from raising the bodies of our enemies. So hopefully this time around, seeing as we have killed 438 units, we will gain a huge amount. And that will recuperate the amounts that we lost in the garrison, I suppose. Hopefully that will be the case here. And let's just take a look here. We want renegade mages, that is for sure. They go into dark mages and necromancers, eventually liches. That would be wonderful. 8 greater mercenary mages as well. Some blazing hand inquisitors. And a Blade Master! Oh my goodness, I've heard about these. They are apparently very powerful indeed, so let us hope that we'll be able to see them in combat. Because we do only have one, so this is not going to bode well if it gets taken out. No, that would be awful. Well, nevertheless, Alethira has advanced, and I think strength is in order here. I know, very strange indeed, isn't it? I was thinking magic defense, but I think strength is going to be good so that we can get her one more point in power draw. She is an archer after all, so I think we should take advantage of her offensive capabilities. But, of course, that is to say if she survives the first volley of magical power streaming towards her. But, yes, I'm pretty hopeful that that will be the case anyway, in most situations. And now, this is where we're going to have a few issues. I think we probably still want to carry on leveling our agility. So let us go for one more in agility, and then do we want to increase our pathfinding at all? That would max it out in terms of our intelligence level at least, but we could also increase our weapon master, which would be wonderful. I think that might actually be better. So yeah, I would really like to get trainer as well, but I think some of our companions have trainer. Yeah, very small amount of it I believe, so that's probably not going to be too good. Okay, well, let's just do Weapon Master for now, and once we reach 12 agility, I will spend that 1 point into riding. That will mean that we have 4 in riding. We'll be able to use our Armored Warg, of course. That would be absolutely amazing to have that, finally. And then I will, of course, start to level our intelligence a little bit more then, and hopefully get our necromancy, magic defense, magic power all the way to 10, and as well as that, pathfinding, and of course trainer to level that up finally as well. So let's get some in throwing, and then the rest into, I think, one-handed, because usually I like to use the Vorpal Blade two-handed, but of course if I use it one-handed it is a little bit too slow for my liking, so increasing that proficiency would increase the speed that we are able to wield it, which is rather nice. So before we actually head into the garrison, let us move. And, whoa, okay, 147 zombies is our reward for our bravery, I suppose, in not pressing the retreat button. And there we are, King Ragnar is running away with 31 units out of, what was it, 240, I believe? So, yes, that is a major victory in terms of the Realm of Shadows history. Oh, yes. So, we will be placing, no, we're not going to be placing him in here. I think that is probably going to be a bad idea. We want to place him in Wurchegg with his friends, yes. I've placed the other vassals that we've been able to take prisoner over the months, or at least days, that we've had our faction currently up and running, into the Wurchegg prisoner tower. So, I will be ending this episode off here, and next time on Phantasy Calradia, hopefully these fellows will learn to fear the name of Arkane Deathbloom, of course, and we will then be heading on to either Kirin Castle or Sargoth, because, as you saw, I was very surprised at Tyr being a ladder town, and maybe Sargoth will have a similar situation. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.